Hi, I'm Exesis, and this is Terra Invicta, where we're playing as the Resistance. And I did see that we missed a little bit on the timing here. We're arriving the 26th of June, and Victor 611 here isn't arriving until July, of course. But at least we're here in time, so and there's always that. The reinforcements are not going to arrive there on time, though. But we should be able to take this one out anyway. I've checked out the loadouts of them, and they're mostly using torpedoes. So we should be able to engage them anyway. We've got loads of point defense, so we should be quite well able to handle this. They are big ships though. And I'm thinking that maybe it's faster if India declares the war on the Polynesian and Micronesian states. They don't have any... I don't know if that's going to be possible either. That we should be able to declare war on them. And if we bring Indonesia in, the territory should be ceded to them. That means we don't have to invest quite as much into the economy here to get it up over 30,000 to be able to build a navy. But we'll see if that works out. It should do. And we launched our ships out here on L1. So we'll just join them all up into the same fleet here. And we'll send them on their merry way off to Mars as well. Now we go with this one, 100 Delta V, that's okay. The fast burn over. And we've arrived out here in the at Mars with our fleet. We got 2 more promotions there, that's nice to have. We'll just leave them be. And we've managed to take over Vietnam here as well. And we've got something special here too. We've got some alien monsters. Where previously the land altered by the alien visitors was almost eerily still, now mountainous and monstrous silhouettes move through the unearthly vegetation. There were, until now, still those who refused to know the presence of extraterrestrial beings on our world. But the startling footage of these immense new entities is something to demolish the convictions of even the most staunch unbeliever. Their titanic hulk blots out the light. The land trembles at their step. Trees and buildings are pushed aside as if they were tissue paper, or are uprooted by vast tendrils as if they were mere seedlings. And even miles away, the very air seems to be bent at their deafening cry. All the world knows it now. Giants are among us. So we got alien megafauna rampaging through Benghazi. This is up in it's Humanity First territory actually. But they're mostly down here. There's mostly the servants in Africa. And we've kind of left these here because they can... the AI can deal with these. They can have a little bit of fun. And there, you can see him here. He's running around in the desert. And they've got quite a good combat strength there. And it looks like something's fighting him. It's probably trying to occupy or destroy something down there. As long as we keep the megafauna away from the rest of the world, I think we're going to be quite fine. Let's just be a little bit of a distraction for all the AI armies. Okay, so we got the alert here that Victor 611 is arriving soon. And we're already in place, so we don't have to worry too much about that. It does say that we can actually sortie them out. I don't think that's going to be worth it. Well, it's actually no Delta V. And that just means we meet them up when they arrive there. Now we're in control in the Philippines as well. Okay, so I did start to build some new colony cores over on Mars. Or I upgraded all the mines that produced, the 5 mines that we have that produce the most volatiles. So I'm going to upgrade the mine here. We can't upgrade all the mines at the same time. But let's start with this one. Unfortunately, we've got no standardization on our Mars bases, so they're going to be a little bit of a pain to upgrade them all. And that did take a big chunk out of our volatiles income, so we're going to have to wait until that mine is online before we upgrade the next one. Okay, so Victor 611 has arrived at Mars. Okay, and we were not allowed to intercept it there then. Now they're doing orbital bombardment, so now we want to take them out. And now we are allowed to be there. We can be there in 2 hours. For no Delta V. They're doing high level bombardment. Let's see. I think use on sin basis in that one of ours. Let's go ahead to Mars. Yes, it's this base. And this one produces loads of water, so we don't want to lose this one, of course. And we will obviously engage them. They are busy doing their mission. I'm not sure they can actually escape from that, but we'll engage. And I don't think they actually have a choice because they are bound to this mission. We will obviously go in and do this one manually. Okay, we don't want to go in on a big long line like this. We want to go into a high wall, I think. A great wall is even higher. I think actually a short wall might be the way to go here. That gives us a little bit more width to our formation. Okay, so I think this is what we want to do. I think we want to reduce our velocity a little bit. We can go in at 300. Hopefully their smaller ships will go ahead of their main fleet. And we can pick them off first. What I've done is we put the bulbos, laser ships, out at the extremities. I'm going to have to deal with the flankers. We got the Moors in here, and then we got the point defense ships in the middle. Hopefully these will draw the fire then off all their torpedoes. We'll see when we get in there. So what we're up to here is 2 battleships, and they're different classes, but they're both carrying loads of torpedoes. And the Monitor and the Destroyer is also carrying torpedoes. And I think the rest of them here are laser ones. And they're coming in a quite weird formation. And one that's gonna move us quite good. This one coming in at the side is a little bit troublesome. Would have hoped they'd have their heavies in the center. And we'll see, yeah, there they go, they start maneuvering. And our point defenses have started firing already. Let's see if we can... Okay, now they're maneuvering. Yeah, we're firing. That's fine. We don't need to set targets then. Now that one should go down very shortly. And that's all their torpedoes here. I see all the massive amount of... Now let's go have a look at the Hauling Demon here. Because this one is starting to take hits from the siege coils. Yeah, there we go, that's some really good hits. And you can see there's just a huge stream of them coming in there. It is taking quite a bit of punishment here. I think we might want to have a look at... Just take a little bit of a pause, and we'll make sure that this one... That one looks like it just blew up. Yeah, okay. We don't need to worry about that one then. And the big one there. Let's put all the rest of the ones on this one. We are getting close enough that we should be focus firing there. Shattered Dawn. Let's get rid of these small ones. We are closing in quite a lot here. And there we go. And I think we want to put the lasers on the smaller one here. And this one's not gonna feel well when it gets hit by these. Now we can probably cease fire. Oh, we didn't even retract our radiators. I forgot that we could do that on these ships. I think we haven't taken any significant damage. It's a hardy little gunship. Okay, so that's this fleet dispatched at least. We did take a little bit damage here on the Republic. I'm guessing it's mostly armor damage. Don't think we need to worry too much about it. And we got almost 5 exotics. And if we look back here, we're up above 40. That was what we had before we started using them. So in this single engagement, we've made back all the exotics we've used on building of not only these ships, but also the defense fleets in Mercury and Earth orbits. And we got a quite hefty sum of volatiles there too. That's like 3 months production at this rate. That is very nice as well. So a very good victory for us. I do think here in Mars orbit we probably should be building up a new station. I'm thinking we probably just found a platform for starters. I think this one's going to take... No, it actually only takes 60 days to found an orbital as well. We go in the interface orbit. That's a good orbit to be in. We need to manage this one. I'll just build out this one a little bit. We'll start out this way. I've got 2 layer defense arrays, 4 shipyards, and a farm. And 3 fusion reactor arrays coming up here. And we'll upgrade these to battle stations and to better fusion plants once we reach tier 3. But this at least gets up a station that we can repair and refuel at. And it's going to be done here in 90 days about. Until then, the fleet's just going to have to do. And I think that's not going to be any bigger issues. Let's check. I don't think we suffered any damage down on our base there. But let's check out the... we're bombarding here. No, they didn't actually manage to bombard anything. So all in all, that was a good intercept for us. So this is one of our other big volatiles mines. And I upgraded this one to tier 3 as well. I think we need to hold off a little bit with upgrading this one though. Losing that income at this moment for how long time? 144 days seems like quite a lot to wait until we got one of the other ones online there, I think. And we also upgraded this base, which is also one that needs to be upgraded there. The problem is we're still using a lot of volatiles for other things. So the overhead we've got is actually quite small. Okay, so we unlocked the mirror cell fusion reactor 3s. And these also unlock the helium reflex drive. Now we'll see if we pick this one up. I quite like the deuterium reflex drive. The helium has a little bit lower efficiency, but it's got more thrust. It's a little bit of a give and take there. Got about twice the thrust, but 10 or 15% less efficiency. We need to go for the coil guns. I think we'll start with the batteries. These go on all of our defensive stations. And the coil cannons, of course, to upgrade the siege guns, but they do require exotics. That's not a lot there either, and that's about what we've spent on the other ones, on the hydron storage for the fuel as well. So this is definitely doable on all of our ships. Upgrading to this would cost maybe 2 exotics for the entire fleet. And we're going to get the phasers as well. The phased array lasers very soon. Okay, so we've gotten reports of abductions in the United States. This confirms that we do have an alien around here. This might actually be him. We spotted some xenofauna here a little while ago, so I've been running scans here with the Samsor. And it does look like we've spotted someone here, or we've seen something happening. So we finished the DNA repairs, so we'll see if we can pick something else. Would like to pick the coil guns here, but I think we might have to go for something else. Just so we don't bump it in there. Maybe we should start on that one. It does take a long time, that would probably be good to get some of this. No, we probably don't need the Information Sciences Institutes. But this one could be useful. Yeah, I think we'll pick this one up. So we'll have to send Emiliano in to check whoever this is. And we've got another one that's upgrading here on Mars. Actually 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. And these are also ones that I want to upgrade the mine on. But I don't really feel Well, actually, this is probably the best one to get out quickly. Let's make sure we upgrade this one. We're gonna need more power here, I think. No, not really. A fusion reactor. We probably want to upgrade one of the fusion reactors anyway. Just so that we actually have at least one coming up. And it does look like it's still producing a tiny sliver of volatiles. And it's also drawing volatiles there, but we can't upgrade anything more until the mines are finished there. We've taken control of the Philippines. That means we can start integrating them soon. The big problem there is just as with the Micronesian states, that Indonesia doesn't have a navy capable of reaching there, and they don't have the GDP either to build a navy. So we're going to see if we can use India's navies, and we probably need to rival the Philippines there to India, and we'll bring in Indonesia as an ally instead. Now we finished the fusion reactor farm up here on Gateway Earth. I think we will replace another one of these solar farms. That'll also be quite a long time, but we've got the power now. This means that our last space dockyard here is powered up again.
Standing by for orders.
Now we have this operative over here in America that we need to investigate. So let's send Emiliano in there.
Target.
Ready.
Samsur can probably investigate this alien activity. We might as well now that we've found it.
Acknowledged.
Nari should go and... we probably can't declare wars just yet. We need to wait until the cooldown has stopped at the 6th of September. And then November for the Philippines, so we can't really do anything there just yet. Hostile takeover has been changed as well. And I don't really know in what kind of way. Let's see if we've got any. Yeah, we got this one. 63%. And we could just grab it from... No, the initiative has that one. Celossia Aerospace here. I probably won't use it, but we can take it off them and sell it. That's an 89% chance. Yeah, let's try this mission out. And that's you go to the region where the org is located. And I think this is actually quite a good change that you select the org you want instead, and then you run a mission against the org. And this also means that certain organizations, like the admin ones, and we can't actually steal any admin ones at the moment, but they are very, very, very hard to steal. And do we have anything else that we want to do here? No, we need to investigate this one here before we know anything, and we need to wait for these to be able to do anything. I'll have a quick check through here and see if the aliens are doing anything untowards. Now we have no alien fleets moving in towards any of our locations, and that is good. And they've actually managed to build more ships than what we blew up there at Mars. But at least we know that we could probably take on one of these 3K fleets as well. As long as we don't end up fighting these two at the moment. One's out in Chernobog, so that's not going to be a problem. This one, however, I'm a little bit worried about because that one is in low Ceres orbit or on its way there. So this one is a little bit dangerous to us. And that's the one that could wipe us out if it wanted to, because we don't have the fleet in position for it. And maybe if it went for Earth, we got this fleet and we had time to move the inner systems fleet up as well. Or Mercury. Yeah, I think if we were to be able to combine the inner fleet with either one of these, we could probably take it on. We'd suffer losses though. And that'll leave us without a fleet to actually do any kind
Offering
of retaliatory
assistance.
strikes against them. Yeah, okay, so we did pull them up. Anyway, and we'll just sell this one off, I think. We ended up here in... or we could actually just assign it to her. Yeah, it's better than this one. There's one mission control. Not really something that we needed to have, but let's just put it on her. I'd rather have one of these other ones, but she needs a little bit more admin for that. Yeah, at the moment she's only got all these 1-star organizations. But she's a work in progress. Yeah, and as we expected, this is Ceniform Alpha 26. That means we have found another alien. We'll have to... oh, we could have just pressed repeat there. We're going to have to investigate him 2 or 3 times. 3 times probably, and then we'll try to strike him down. Okay, so the Marines have arrived here at Mars. And I think we probably want to get everyone over to the space base there as well. Let's just close this one, and we'll move the inner system over to Gateway Mars. Or we should have made that with capital letters. And the Marines, let's move them over to Gateway Mars as well. Actually, we could probably use these to assault one of the hubs there. Let's check Mars again here, and I'm going to select the target for us. Okay, so this is where we're going. We're going to Blackburn base. It's a level 2 station, it looks like. Yeah, and we're just going to take it from the Humanity First there. This is because it actually produces quite a lot of volatiles. And that should help us, then maybe we can upgrade one of the other bases there. And I think there's 1 or 2 more here that we can actually take on Mars. You see, it got quite a hefty cost here too, so I think we do need to invest in some more farms. We need to do something about it anyway, but that's a good income for us. And I got this one here as well. That's on Deimos though. We could go out there as well. This is a T1 base. It's still producing quite a lot. Charlemont. Stiknea Phobos might be the one. Yeah, we want to have this one, I think. And it's already upgraded to tier 3. Just needs a new mine here. But that's a good one to pick up as well.
We've moved the needle.
They've arrived at Gateway Mars. And we've unlocked the Helium Reflex Drive. I will put it as a favorite and we can have a look at it next time we're in the research screen. And well, obviously the Science 2 station there in low Earth orbit is testing out the new coil guns, right? It doesn't really matter, we'll take the one that gives us the most science here. We don't care about debris. Kessler syndrome is not a thing, right? And we have captured the Blackburn base. Perfect. And we did manage to destroy half the base as well, but at least the actual mine is online. And the core here. This site does not have the best base yield. So we will wait a little bit with upgrading this one to tier 3. We've got other ones that we'd rather upgrade, but that does put it so we can upgrade another one. What do they actually have? That's a fission reactor array and a fission reactor array. We don't really care about those. Former farm. Space labs. We can't just decommission the things here. I'm going to go through this base and upgrade it and be back in a second. So we'll start out like this. I just put some fusion reactor arrays, a couple of farms, a lay defense array, rebuilding the construction module, of course, admin tower, and a nanofactory on here. And that should hopefully allow this base to flourish and give us quite a lot of these. We will upgrade one of our other that are actually at tier 3 here as well. I wonder why this one has so high volatiles as the one we just took. Because the base value of this site is only 40 compared to base site of Maui base here, which should be higher. Kind of thought these Marines would tell me when they're in operation, but okay. Now let's transfer you out to, what do you say, is Phobos or Deimos the better one? So these only say 40 here. I think if we go in and check on the actual habs, I can see that they produce a lot more than what it says they do. But that's maybe because the other one is from when we scanned the sites. There can have been lucky strikes and things since then. Yeah, so we're going out to Deimos, obviously. We're taking this one. 2 Delta V, yeah, that's absolutely nothing. We'll be there in 21 hours. We have arrived here at Deimos. Right, close this one, and we're gonna assault this hab, of course. And this is a tier 3 one already, so that's perfect. And we've still got one more ship here that's gonna come in 45 days. 48 days, I'm sorry. We'll wait for that one before we send these off to Mars as well. And then we're gonna have the entire Inner Systems fleet selected out here. And we'll see if we can launch a strike somewhere once Gateway Mars is finished, and maybe we need to do a little bit there first. You want to rally with the Inner System ships, and that is perfectly fine. And you get to just join them up there. That'll increase our combat power here quite a lot. And they're just sitting guarding this base file is being built out there. And we captured the Goracha base on what was on Deimos. I got some more Marine officers, that's very nice. I want to manage this one as well. Unfortunately, the mine got destroyed here. And we are upgrading it straight to a tier 3 mine anyway. It's going to be 240 days. Yeah, it's a pain, but that's what it is. And they have a space dock here. We can let that one be for now. And the same thing here. We've just added some farms, added a layer defense arrays, a nano factory, and 2 fusion reactor farms here. And we're upgrading to tier 3. So this space is going to take a little while before it actually starts giving us anything. But it's going to be a good one once it does. And this one is also Mars. I'll just call it Deimos base, I think. There's only one slot here. That way we won't confuse it with anything else. And I think we will send the Marines off to... I think Phobos, yeah, Phobos is a good one to pick up as well. At least we have all the... and that's... oh, there's actually 2 sites out. No, there might be a base out there. Let's transfer out there anyway. We've got 1 station in orbit, that's a Pavonis station. And it has point defense arrays, 3 of them. I actually think we can probably just blow this one up. What are they doing out here? Not sure we want to have them out here. No, we could send the battle fleet out there. What, we have 65 combat strength. Actually, I think the Marine ships can probably pick this one up themselves. Okay, so well...
Ready to go.
Oh, didn't mean to zoom out that far. Just want to go over here to the US, and we want to keep investigating our new friend here. I need to investigate him one more time here.
Acknowledged.
Let's survey the location here and see if we can actually find out what he's doing. And Nari, you're just waiting for that assassination, I know it. And you've been spotted by everyone, it looks like. Why couldn't we see that from in here? That's a little bit weird. And you actually have the experience as well. Okay, so, well, security would probably be good here. I do see all of these here, so you're going underground as well. Emiliano's been spotted by everyone. Samsor's been spotted by everyone. I think we probably want to take everyone except Emiliano underground for now. And I think that's, yeah, we're just going to have a round of that. We need to bump up her loyalty too, I can see. That's going to be Prue's task from now on. Maybe we can do some direct investments as well. Let's pop into China here. And we should be able to put some more into funding here. I think they did nerf this a little bit, but not that bad. It has to get rid of 2000 influence there. That'll give us 90 IPs into funding. That should give us, let's see what we got from 2.1 to 2.2. That took about 100k off at least. But yeah, we should be able to actually declare a war here on one of these nations with India. Maybe we should set that as a mission instead. Yeah, that should be fine. And we have the correct allies. You are the most expendable. You set national policy and then you go underground the next turn. But that's going to have to wait for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you next time.